Hello, my name is Brett Polk, and today I will cover the gender wage gap, the perspectives that surround that gap, and the consistencies of it. Women's rights, in general, has been a very strong topic recently and is heavily supported by movements such as feminism. The gender wage gap became a prevalent issue when the statistic that women make approximately 79 cents to every man's dollar hit the media. This statistic is taken from all occupations and is accurate as of today. With this statistic catching a lot of attention, many people, including men, became outraged. However, people were becoming outraged for differing reasons. Oppositions were beginning to form over the issue. One side consisted of those who accepted the 79 cents fact, and others who believed the gap was either non-existent or much smaller. Those who were not having this fact believed that taking a statistic comparing pay between gender amongst all occupations is an inaccurate approach to look at disparity in pay between gender. But what consistencies of the gap would cause differing perceptions of it? Let's take a look at some of the most contributing factors. It seems that choices in the workplace can heavily attribute to the gap, as it is shown that more women generally choose lower paying professions than men. Men are making a larger proportion of occupations such as architects, engineers, or computer scientists, while women comprise a larger portion of occupations such as those associated with education or social work. A statistic from the Bureau of Labor Statistics from 2011 showed that the time spent working on days worked from women averaged at 7.8 hours, while men had averaged 8.2 hours. Something that ties these life choices together is regression analysis. Regression analysis is a statistical technique used to isolate the individual effects of a number of factors on a single outcome. Once this technique is applied, the gap comes down to around 2 cents per every man's dollar. Those who believe that the gender wage gap is not evident align their perspectives with the claims of life choices being the main cause. But let's look at the opposing side of this gender disparity conundrum. Earlier I referenced the statistic that the average woman works less hours in a working day than the average man. What exactly could cause this to occur? Well, when a working woman becomes pregnant, she may be unable to perform the various tasks that her occupation demands. So as compensation, pregnant women are given maternal leave. An extended period of time lasting about 5 weeks is given to allow women to recover and begin raising their child. But maternal leave is only paid in 4 states. Those are Massachusetts, New Jersey, California, and Rhode Island. In those states, the payments received are at most 67% of a salary. It could be possible that maternal leave is contributing to lower average hours worked in a working day by women. It is said that starting salary can have a large impact on what your wage is throughout your career. Wagering your beginning salary can be very important. Women actually can be penalized for wagering salary, though. This could very well be interpreted as a form of discrimination. But this would most definitely affect the gender wage gap if men are able to wager salary and obtain a higher starting salary than women. There could also be apparent discrimination in occupations in which women make a large proportion of, but still yield less pay than their male counterparts. This is especially evident in those working as secretaries. But there is one more piece that could be having an effect on the gender wage gap, and that is social expectations. Throughout history, women have had a societal expectation to be nurturing, sympathetic, and generally less dominant. In a familial context, it is a common societal norm that men be the primary financial providers of the household, while women focus on raising the children more. However, these underlying social pressures are not easily measurable and can be difficult to draw significance from. It is likely that they hold some weight in affecting the gender wage gap. It is hypothesized that the only way to put a stop to the gender wage gap is for a higher percentage of women to pursue more advanced degrees. this would most definitely constitute as a solid starting point. I believe that over time, women will be able to overcome these social factors and diminish the gap once and for all. Thank you for watching.